back. We have created our first rectangular solid. Okay, I'm simply going to delete everything I've created. One thing you notice, what I just did, I simply chose one of my faces. I selected it. Okay, let me go back and undo that. Okay, I select my one face. There it is, my one face. Okay, and then I'm going to delete it. Now, look at what I've done. I've created an open box. Inside of my box is Susan. Okay, and you can see that my box is hollow. Okay, my box is definitely hollow. Inside of the box, I will find Susan standing inside of the box. Okay, so this box is okay. Now I could actually create, determine the volume of that, but I want to show you other things here. I just want to kind of highlight the whole figure and just delete the whole figure and start from scratch again. So much of what we're doing is in this first section in geometry here is going to be constructing prisms. Okay, now a prism is by definition a polyhedron. Polyhedron, you'll remember, is a multi-sided three-dimensional polygon, a three-dimensional figure of whose all sides are polygons. So let's now show you how we can create some other polygons, polyhedrons. Okay, so we have the draw tool, and within the draw tool we have a polygon. Okay, now when I click on the polygon, it comes down. The default polygon is six-sided. I can take the center of my polygon right there, sweep it out. Okay, and then I can use the push-pull tool, and here we go. Here's our polyhedron. Here's our prism, our three-dimensional figure. Okay, and what makes this a prism? Well, it's a prism by definition because the bases are the same figures and all the faces are rectangles. That's what makes for a prism. The base is any figure. Okay, they're parallel. Okay, in this case, my base is a hexagon. Paint it. Okay, go and pivot it around. See the underside. My bases are now red. Okay, my bases are now red, and there are only two bases. Okay, and there are six faces. All the faces are, of course, rectangles. So that is the definition for a prism. Bases, which are regular polygons, and faces that are rectangles, and the area is simply the sum of the faces and the bases. Again, let's do something different now, and let's show you some other prisms that we can create. Within here we have a circle tool. I can sweep there a circle. Now if I want a circle, and I want a circle of known radius, I'm going to key in from my keypad 5 feet, enter, and now I have the circle whose radius is 5 feet. Now you might say that looks like it has edges, and in fact it does. But that's part of the program. That it's creating those polygons of sort. But this is a circle. I'm going to pull this up and make a cylinder out of it. Now basically a cylinder is going to be the prism whose bases are circles, and here's my bases painted in red, here's my cylinder, and again, as simple as you can see, all it is defining your base and pulling it up, and that is how you build any prism. So let's create something different now. And again, I'm just going to highlight and delete what I have just so I can start from scratch. okay? And I want to here delete everything. All right, I'm going to go to my tools. I'm going to go to my my draw options. I'm going to pick a polygon. Remember, the default polygon is a hexagon. I want 8 sides. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit 8. That's, as you can see down in that dimension box, it says sides. Enter, and now I can sweep out an octagon. Now, as you can see, what happened was it's not where I wanted it to be, so I'm going to pull it down here. It still should have 8 sides, okay? And I can sweep it out, okay? And you're going to say, well, we want to, at some point, very soon, we're going to define what are going to be the dimensions of this. So we'll just, for now, we're just kind of illustrating this. Now, okay, that is my prism it's going to be a prism once I use the push-pull tool. Pull it up, okay? Let's paint the bases red, okay? There's 2 bases. The bases are octagons. All right, I'm going to pivot using the orbit tool to paint the underside of it red, okay? Here again is my prism, which has octagonal bases, rectangular faces. Octagonal bases, the octagons are, of course, in red, and the bases are the white or silver, which, of course, are all rectangles, as is all faces of a pyramid are rectangles. The sum of all the rectangles comprise what we call the lateral area. The sum of all the rectangles it forms the lateral area. The lateral area is nothing more than the perimeter times the height. The perimeter times the height, okay? And we'll work with those definitions and formulas after we get a little bit more comfortable, but it won't be too long, okay? So that is my my octagonal shaped prism. Again, I could, if I want, I could select this lid and take it off, just delete it, and then I'm looking inside, and I should look inside, and I don't have Susan in there because I don't think I had her to begin with. So there is, we can get different views of that, and it's practice on it. Again, if you want to construct say we want to construct something a little different. Let's get this pivoted around here a little bit better. All right. We want to construct this. Say I want a 3-sided. I want a pyramid. I mean a prism whose base is an equilateral triangle. So again, draw polygon. Okay, now I want my polygon with 3 sides. 3, enter. Okay, and now I can build a polygon, which a 3-sided polygon or equilateral triangle, and then I can use my push-pull and sweep that up to create the prism, which is a which has as its base an equilateral triangle. But then again, every face of a prism is a rectangle, and all the rectangles added together comprise the lateral area. Okay, so that is how we can create varying types of prisms.